Hello, friends, and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact, and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today, we are diving back into r/JustNeckbeardThings. It's really just some things about neckbeards. Really, you could post anything that you want over here, but it is largely image memes, weird reviews, weird social media posts, mostly made by neckbeards. So we get to see them in the wild, and I think that's quite an enjoyable thing to experience. Or, well, maybe enjoyable's not the right word, but it should be a learning experience at the very least. You will definitely learn what not to do. We are live streaming this over on Twitch. If you'd like to come through and see me, that would be pretty cool. Links in the description. We're going to go ahead and get some additional plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this r/JustNeckbeardThings cringe. I just recently started coming to this location for the cute goth girl who works here. Turns out she's a total B-word. You didn't go there for the items that you're selling. Really, that should be your main motivation for going to basically any type of store. I'm gonna go ahead and presume this is a hot topic and a Yelp review that nobody's paying attention to. Or 2019. I don't know if Hot Topic's still a thing in 2019. Probably it is. It's owned by The Gap. Did you know that? They're not gonna let that fall apart. You gotta get the edgy kids buying all your crap. She ignored me for an hour, even though I was standing by the register the entire time. Yeah, she's just hoping that you'll leave. What do you have to check out? Just get it and go, please. She blew off every attempt to try and get to know about her, to possibly ask if she'd like to be taken out on a date. Ugh. I mean, if you're gonna shoot your shot, really, just shoot it. Don't stand by the register for an hour waiting for the opportune moment. Just be like, hey, when do you get off work? I'd like to kick it with you sometime. You want to come smoke a bowl in my car? And she'll be like, yeah, cool, or no, you're creepy. And then you're like, all right, see you later. That's the time efficiency route. You could also like actually buy things, establish a rapport with her, but lurking around like a creep? Come on, man. Like she's gonna ask you to take her out on a date. It's never gonna happen. Ugh, I ended up having to buy something I didn't even want to get her to get her to even have a conversation with me. And then I felt like I was being rushed out the door. Wow, it's almost like she had a job to do. She needs to work on being more attentive to people who are just trying to be nice to her and not just giving all the attention to people buying something right then and there. Sir, do you realize how this sort of establishment works, okay? The only way that this place of business can function is if we are moving merchandise. If you're not here to buy something, I would rather you not be in the store at all. How can you just think this hard that you are the main character? Everybody else seems to have gotten the message. Everybody else is buying their things and leaving. And you standing there by the register for an hour because she's too much of a professional to tell you to leave. Well, I'm gonna tell you to leave. This is not a good look. 1-star review. I wish I could 1-star your entire life, sir. Doesn't seem like it's worth carrying on, sir. No bye, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Just pack it in. You're done, kid. I hope you'll get it figured out eventually that customer service people aren't there for you to talk to. They don't have to be nice to you beyond like the basic, oh, here's your total. Now get out. Stop thinking that you are entitled to anyone's time or attention just because of the job that they're working at. God. And somebody voted that this was funny on Yelp. But yeah, it's not funny for the right reasons. Makes me mad, if anything. Definitely not cool. That's the last button that I'd hit. You should blow that button up on this post, because this is the uncoolest thing I've ever seen. Ugh. How about some r/true off my chest? You really do get some good confessions in here. I mean, juicy. Not like good, like enjoyable, but definitely juicy. I'm a fat guy looking for pretty girls. I mean, he knows his demographic, I guess. I'm basically a 20 years old, overweight guy looking to impress hot girls. Okay. With the overweight thing? Sumo wrestling's pretty big in Japan. You can maybe go make a name for yourself. I'm disgusting and ugly, and I don't look good. I'm going to the gym 4 days a week and trying to improve my body. Okay, well, that's a good thing. I'm proud of you for going to the gym. I'm proud of you for taking steps to not be a big boy like this, if that's not what you want to be. But probably one of the things that could help you out on this journey is not introducing yourself immediately as that. Hey, everybody, I'm a fat guy. Because that becomes sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and maybe you'll lose motivation to go to the gym, be like, oh, whatever, I'm fat anyways, right? Just refer to yourself as a normal person. Even then, just going to the gym, I don't think any hot girls are going to be impressed by that. What's in your bank account? Let's go ahead and address that right now. I'm working a minimum wage job. Oh, that... yeah, that sorts that, I guess. And I also have a debt which my father took. I can't afford a car. I've been trying to get girls since I was young, but all I got is rejection. You need to play to your strengths a little bit more. You're a big dude, you don't have any money. Are you funny at all? Is any of this post funny in like the purposeful sort of way? Something tells me that it's not. You can totally get away with all of this. Be the brokest, fattest dude in the world as long as you got a personality that shines. I can't afford fashionable clothes or shoes, hairstyle, tattoo, any car, etc. That's not what most chicks are looking for. I mean, you have certain gold diggers who will be like, oh, look, he spent $300 on an Armani shirt. But most chicks, normal chicks, the chicks that you're probably trying to get with, they just want you to have a personality. It's so basic. You're trying to fill the void with all this material stuff, and you're just doing it wrong, bro. I've never had a girlfriend or a female friend. I'm frustrated at this moment because I still can't get any girls at this age. At 28, I don't think that you should feel that bad. I know some 28-year-olds, they're still rocking the V card. They don't let it get them down, you know? But you have based your entire personality around, I'm only worth something if I have a girl. And that's not the way to look at it. Nobody's gonna be interested in an equation like that, okay? You need to work on yourself. You need to have something to offer aside from allowing this other human being to complete you. You should already be a complete person while you're looking for another human being. I don't know necessarily what it is that will make your little light shine, but you need to find it, you know? And once you start doing stuff, putting yourself out there, creating, you will come alive and people will see that. I truly believe that that is within you, OP. It's within everybody. It's just a matter of cultivating it. Also, please do not tell me to date a fat girl. Because if I do that, my friends and neighbors and family would think I'm a loser. And that's what I deserve, and I'll become a topic for everyone else to laugh at. I mean, do they not already think you're a loser? At least a little bit. You kind of got those vibes. Not to come at you when you're obviously in a down place, but I don't understand how you can look down your nose at girls that are essentially what you are and just write them off because of how they look. Somehow you think pretty girls are going to be attracted to the empty, slovenly mess that you are, but no, I don't want those girls over there because they're overweight, like I am. Do you see the disconnect here? Just an extreme lack of self-awareness. Good God. Ugly on the inside, ugly on the outside. I really don't think that I can help you. I'll still try, but this one's up to you, Pally.
TLDR, all my friends and classmates are now married to super hot girls without even going to the gym. And some of them even have kids. I'm way too behind than them. They do not invite me anymore because I still don't have a wife or a girlfriend and also no car.
You can't really compare yourself to somebody else's timeline, but do notice how these dudes are similar to you in many ways regarding their physical appearance, but there must be something else. Some secret sauce that has attracted these beautiful, super hot girls to them, right? Yeah, it's called a personality. Please, cultivate that. I guarantee the fact that you don't have a wife or a girlfriend or a car is not the reason that they're not inviting you. The reason they're not inviting you is because you are a bummer, bro. I'm depressed just sitting here reading this. Jesus.
No attractive girls like me.
Oh, I thought we hit the TLDR already, but he's still going. Just disregard all that.
I tried to approach one pretty girl in my neighborhood, but she refused to even talk to me. I tried to approach one girl in my workspace, but it seems she just wants to avoid me, no matter how nice I'm being.
Nice, yeah. That's it. The bare basic minimum for human interaction. You need to offer something besides nice, dude.
I tried to talk with girls at nightclubs, but I realized that they ignored me. They were literally laughing at me and making fun of me.
Truth is, you're probably not gonna meet wifey in a nightclub, okay? Bars and nightclubs, they're good for a certain type of meeting, but I don't know, I probably wouldn't go looking for my future wife in there. I'm just saying. And then on top of that, the fact that they made fun of you, you don't want to be with them girls anyways.
I have never had any girlfriend. I never get matched with slim and pretty girls on dating apps. Can you guys help me?
Bruh. This might be beyond my powers.
Do you guys have any tips or suggestions about how I can improve?
See everything that I said, and then apply it. Don't get all butthurt. Learn to take that criticism on board and change for the better. That's the only way you're gonna get out of this hole, okay?
Going to the gym is not changing a single thing. I'm also taking testosterone tablets to look masculine, and they are helping.
Oh, God. Do those not shrink your wing dang doodle or something? I probably wouldn't recommend that, bro. If you're trying to build muscle mass, do it the old-fashioned way, alright? And then throwing testosterone tablets in on top of the fact that he admits he's frustrated physically. Yeah, this not gonna end well.
It's bad soup, Chief. Bad soup. I've never talked with girls in my life, except in class for necessary stuff. I feel very jealous when I see a girl and a guy are happy together, and that I still can't get a single girl at this age.
Answer me this, why do you feel entitled to women? Do you think that jealousy is helping? I guess if it motivates you to a higher standard of performance, I could sign off on it on some level. But even going to the gym, you're half-assing it. You're like, oh, I'm going to the gym and also taking testosterone tablets. What are you doing, bro? In this post, you say you've talked to a total of like 5 women total. You haven't even really tried. And if you have tried, then I guarantee that it's not the physical appearance that's holding you back. The personality here is just horrible. I hate it.
Most people also ask me to improve my personality.
Yeah. Check that box.
But I'd still say that I'm being so nice and friendly to girls and treat them with respect. I've never disrespected any girl in my life.
Yeah, he respect woman. That's the bare minimum, bro. You need to respect other humans that you exist alongside. But just because you treat people like people doesn't entitle you to anything.
Everyone is saying I don't deserve a pretty girl because this is how it works, and it disheartened me a lot.
Was that the TLDR? The 3 paragraphs that was longer than the initial 3 paragraphs? I have no idea what's going on. The best that I can suggest is that you book an appointment with a therapist. Start talking to them instead of Reddit, because Reddit's advice, it's pretty easy to brush off. They're telling you the problem to your face, like your personality is lacking. And he's like, whatever, I respect the whammons. All right, cool, man, just... Obviously it's not working. Obviously something needs to change. Friends around you that look similar to you are able to net these super hot girls that you're chasing. You can do it, but you need to make some changes in your own life. Stop scraping the bottom of the barrel for any pity points down there and just stand up. Be a man. Take responsibility for your actions. That's what women's are into. So I heard. Anyways, this is making me depressed. Like I said, we gotta move on to the next one.
What's the youngest that a 28-year-old should date?
18, 19 to 21, 22 to 24, 24 plus, or unsure. God, this has a lot of votes too. I'm curious to see the results. Personally, these age ranges, super small. 18, that's 1 year. What are the odds I'm gonna find somebody in that range? Nah. 19 to 21, 22 to 24, both of those, small ranges. Nah. I'm gonna go 24 plus, just because that gives you the widest range possible. And yeah, you'll probably connect on a few more things. I think a 28-year-old and an 18-year-old, it's probably not gonna work out. At that point, most people are looking for very different things in their life. 28-year-olds like, hey, let's have a baby. 18-year-olds like, hey, let's go get drunk. It's not gonna be a good look. I'll go, if anything. But let's see what the Neckbeards had to say. Oh, this is actually not a neckbeard. Thank God for that. Hey, I'm 22, and I can't even imagine dating someone freshly out of high school, let alone at 28. Just because it's legal doesn't mean that it isn't uncomfortable. And this dude nailed it down, but he's got 113 replies telling him that he's wrong. So let's pick the choicest one.
Bro, that's the best time to date girls, is when they're young. Why would I want to date a girl who's 30 plus and has been ran through by multiple men and carries the baggage with her that's not even worth dealing with?
Because I think dating a grown woman who knows what she wants is preferable to dating a literal child out of high school. But like I said, that's just me. I don't really know what to tell you, man. Yeah, explain to me. I think the burden of proof is on you, Neckbeard. Explain to me why you would want a relationship with someone who has emotional maturity, right? Talking about a partner with experience like it's such a bad thing. I don't think even the 18-year-old girls would give this guy the time of day. They might be young, a little bit naive, but anybody can smell the desperation, the weirdness coming off this guy. Of course, I will give it, a wide berth, mostly because it's in a YouTube comments for like a poll or whatever. Who actually cares? This kid's probably 12, logged off of Roblox just to talk crap about 30-year-old women when really his mom is out there, 30 years old. And if I wasn't married, maybe I'd call her up, give her a kid that she could actually learn to love. All right. That's mean. Yeah, we'll leave it in. It's fine. Let's move on. I ain't got a whole lot to say about this one. Date who you want to date. Preferably not children. Okay, bye.
Am I the only one who hates the smell of cigarette smoke?
3 months out, honestly, I'm starting to hate it too. It used to hit me and I used to be like, oh, snap. I want some of that. But these days it's like, oh, yeah, that's pretty stinky, isn't it? But then edgelord gets over here in the Facebook comments. I don't know what's worse, YouTube comments or Facebook comments. I guess it's Facebook comments, actually. That question sort of answers itself. Go wander around for a few minutes.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm still 17 and I smoke, though. Do you know why?
No, tell me why.
Because smokes don't lie to you like humans.
First of all, yes, they do. We're gonna get to this.
Smokes don't stab you in the back. Smokes don't break your heart as many people did to me. The true loyalty comes for a smoke because she burns for you and you die for her. Peace.
Yeah, that's sign off. Peace. Amazing. Perfect.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, bro.
Hang loose sign, bro. Oh, wait, that's like the 3-finger I love you devil horns thing. Smokes don't stab you in the back. They stab you in the lungs. Smokes don't break your heart, but they very well might cause a heart attack. Smokes don't lie to you. Also, patently false. You have a series of deceptions about smoking. Does this smoke actually make me relieve any stress? I mean, yes, it does. It alleviates the overall net stress, but only because you're taking care of the extra stress that was caused by the nicotine in the first place. It is absolutely ridiculous. A self-defeating mindset. If you want to smoke, I'm not gonna come at you for it. I could care less. Your body, your choice, stuff like that. But let's not pretend that it's poetic or something that it isn't, okay? It's a stinky burning stick that you put in your mouth because you think it makes you look cool. You might be smoking at 17 and think it's totally awesome, but by the time you hit 30, you're gonna feel it, man. You're gonna feel it and you're gonna hate it. I look back to when I was 18, I wish I never started. I have no idea why I thought it was such a cool thing. But now we can only start from where we're at, and I'm doing my best to try and wind it back. Not quite sure why this is a neckbeard thing. I guess it is like a little bit edgelord or something like that. My edgelords and my bladies. There you go. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Or don't! Yeah, that's a good sign off. Cool.
Oh, when you eventually hook up with enough women, you realize that the only way to treat them is like the way you would treat your 5-year-old niece.
Oh no. Don't say that. This could go a really bad way. Wind it back!
You like your niece, but if she throws a temper tantrum and calls you stupid, you're just gonna chuckle and walk away. Then eventually she'll walk up to you and say, "Hey, you wanna see my new doll?"
Really, I think the 5-year-old niece is the only woman, girl, that this person has ever interacted with. I'm horrified. Thank God it didn't go the way that I expected it to go, but I'm still shocked and horrified, somehow.
A woman laughing at you means utterly nothing. They talk crap about their best friends. Call the guy who won't date her but will call her at 4 a.m. for a call an a-hole. They're ridiculous creatures, truly. And it boggles my mind how any self-respecting man allows himself to let himself get caught up in their nonsense.
Very, very creepy vibes in this one. I don't understand where you're coming from with all that. Posted in r/seduction. Yeah, good luck. This dude, I just want to ask you, who hurt you, you know? Maybe he did give a girl the brush off at one point, but I guarantee you she left. And then he goes on to r/seduction to perpetuate his failure as the way, the truth, and the light. A little something that I learned, women really enjoy the chase, okay? You know what the temper tantrum means? Hold me. Tell me everything's gonna be okay. Let's talk about this. Women hate when you run away and hide like a little boy. And that is essentially what you're trying to justify in this post. It's not the way to go, my dude. What's mind-boggling is how you could go around and post this on Reddit completely seriously, thinking that you're helping somebody out. Or maybe you're just trying to set them up for failure. I think that's a bit more likely. Misery loves company in that. So, I basically debunked everything you said in just a few sentences. I'm sure the comment section will back me up on this, right? I'm sure wifey will, at the very least. This is wisdom handed down from my very own wife. So, you could take that to the bank, I'm pretty sure. She's not all women, granted, but she's all of the women that I care about, so we're gonna move on to the next one. That's fine.
I haven't read the manga, but I'm so sick of Netflix's agenda.
I mean, there's a lot to complain about regarding Netflix, but I don't think that's one of the things. Letting other people see people who they can identify more closely with, who represent them a bit closer, I don't really see a problem with that. I can identify with an character as long as they're written well. And that's really where Netflix has the problem.
No spoilers, but you have a totally beautiful woman in the actress who plays a certain role, and then they do a flashback which features an actor, a real-life boy, playing the said female character, and then transitioning into a woman.
Oh my god, it's almost like movies aren't real or something like that. Why, why does this bug you so much? I don't even know what show or manga or whatever they're talking about. Twitch chat says it's Alice in Borderland, which I haven't seen, so can't say a thing about it, but okay. Maybe the comments can, again, back me up with this.
So, are they trying to make men afraid that any gorgeous woman might be a man in a dress with makeup on?
I think it's just you, bro. He's so terrified. He's running away from gorgeous women because they might be a man in a dress. If she identifies as a woman and you're into her, then go for it. Who cares? Current year, nobody's gonna judge you. I mean, some people might, but you don't care about those people's opinions anyways, right? Be secure within yourself. Find somebody that you vibe with, because that's really what life is all about, isn't it?
Are they trying to make real men feel bad for lusting over the said character for several episodes when it's a man? Remember though, she is a woman in real life? Question mark?
Yeah, he's a little bit confused. This isn't about Netflix having an agenda at all, is it? It's about you not being able to handle the fact that this character is trans, right? You were totally into that character, and then they did this flashback episode, and now you're all mixed up and you don't know how to feel. Well, let me spoil it for you. Feel the exact same way that you did. Why does that change things so much for you? I think that's really the question that you need to ask yourself.
Anyways, the series turned into Lord of the Flies pretty quickly, but this crap really ruined it for me.
Okay, but by your own admission, you haven't read the manga, so is the character actually trans in the manga. That is the determining factor for me. And again, according to Twitch chat, yes, she is. So why are you pinning this on Netflix? The only agenda that Netflix has is getting their stock price back up out of the gutter, which they're really struggling at. I don't think that this is a reach. I've been told that this is how it goes in the manga, so stop. If it really does bother you that bad, I mean, it's Netflix, bro. They've got hundreds of other shows for you to watch. Back out of it. You don't need to make a social media post about how uninformed and enraged you are. Just let it drop. Ain't no problem. I'm pretty sure the only Netflix and chillin' that this dude is ever gonna do is with Pamela Henderson. You know what I'm saying? Which countries have lower tax and more freedom than the land of the free? Lots. I'm a digital nomad. Oh, high five. Me too, bro. Let's compare notes, shall we? I'm thinking of moving. I want to be in a place that's, 1, good enough to raise a family, so can't be yacht cruise. Yacht cruise? What the hell are you talking about, dude? I think America's like a really good place to raise a family, as long as you don't got kids to send to school. You probably want to homeschool if you value your children. I'm sorry, America. It's not an option in the Philippines. You can't homeschool your kids. And while it is good enough to raise a family, it has its own fair share of problems. 2, English speaking. Yeah, Philippines mostly speaks English, especially the older folk, the people from the world wars. They'll speak some English, don't even think twice about it. And my uncle who works on a ship, he is super fluent. 3, less corruption. Oh yeah, Philippines don't fit that one. Sorry. 4, no income tax from crypto income or external income. I don't plan to be an employee anyway. As long as you have your citizenship, let me tell you, they're gonna come for it. You need to renounce your citizenship 100%. And at that point, like, you gotta apply for a visa to come back to the US. It's ridiculous. 5, legalization of... Yeah. Philippines doesn't fit that one either. 6, legalization of buying... or at least having sugar babies. Basically a place where a rich man can just have many women, have many children with those women, and pass on his wealth to those children. Oh my god, dude. Never mind. I was vying for the Philippines to be part of this race, but no, we don't want you here. Now, is that type of work legal here? Yes, of course. Can you have many women? I suppose you could, but it seems like you're having a hell of a lot of trouble finding and satisfying even one. How many women do you want to disappoint, friend? Just be real with me. Democracy is optional. Rich country is optional. Regressive tax is fine. Sales tax and land tax is fine. I could just pay tax proportional to income. Tell me you're a trust fund baby without telling me you're a trust fund baby. He's like, where can I go and use this silver spoon that's been in my mouth for my entire life? I'll totally make all my money off crypto investments. Yeah, where'd you get that initial seed money? I got a loan from my father in the small amount of $1 million. How nice for you. Poor country's fine. Venezuela have beautiful women eager to sell their body. Oh, awesome. Is that awesome? You really enjoy that, do you? You're just a disgusting human being. Now, if you participate in that, I mean, that's your choice. I'm not going to tell you not to, but calling it awesome, I really don't think that sums it up.
I'm sure they're not okay in other ways. Reasonable corruption is okay.
Oh, how the turntables. Versus like, yeah, less corruption. Actually, reasonable corruption is probably all right. God damn, you're just despicable.
So, Indonesia, my country, isn't that bad. I just feel scared that some of the freedoms I enjoy may allow cops to blackmail me, and the blackmail may be proportional to my income.
Yeah, I guess that's how blackmail works. Why are you making yourself such a big target? Live below your means. If you got money, you don't need to let anybody know that you have money, okay? That's how you make it in the Philippines. You don't want to generate any ill will, lest somebody show up at your door with a gun.
The idea is like a free country project. In US, you move to New Jersey. Where would the rest of the world go to? Also, easy visa for the rich. If I have to invest, that's fine. The idea is to incorporate/move to those countries.
Yeah, I hear Mars is pretty good. Nobody wants you here on Earth. Okay, you're just a scumbag. You're trying to skate by the law. It's gonna catch up with you. I'll tell you that much. You're so scared of just doing the thing that you know you should do. Why don't you go back to the US? Are you not making enough money? Daddy's money ain't enough for you? I'm gonna tell you, no matter where you go in the world, this type of personality, you're not gonna find a woman that's gonna stay with you. She'll take as much money as she can, and then she's out 100% of the time. If we really have to keep this guy on Earth, can we not send him off to Point Nemo or something? Just the farthest away from humanity as possible. Just from a few simple bullet points, I can tell what kind of person you are, and we would not get along. The part that I find the richest about this entire post is he's talking about raising a family. He's like, yeah, I want to raise a family, but I also want to do illicit substances and buy S workers. Like, are you serious, dude? You are not fit to raise a family in any type of way. Somebody needs to get rid of this guy in whatever way possible. We don't want him. Nobody wants him. Maybe we just put him on an iceberg, let him float out to sea or something like that. Like an aged Eskimo. I don't think they actually really did that. Anyways, one more post, I guess, and I'm gonna get out of here for the day.
I'm more and more inclined towards Asian women. They're amazing at being women. I mean, what negatives do Asian women even have?
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this post. So we're gonna do one more then. The truth is, the only problem Asian women have is not wanting you. Which honestly, that's a net positive for me, so yeah, I'm okay with everything in this post. Alright, here's the last one for real this time. For realsy reals.
To the tough guy who said he wants to pay me a visit. You won't like what happens if you do, homie.
Homie. Now don't get out here talking all gangster like you're somebody. Who's the real internet tough guy in this equation?
The internet's fun and games, but real life is a different story.
Oh yeah, you don't want to see me on these streets. You probably won't, because I don't go out in the street.
I would not play nice if that's what you're expecting. And I'll defend my family, because in my eyes, you are a predator and a fatal threat who will be dealt with fatal action.
God, I wish I had some context to this post. This has some serious, like, I'm a Navy SEAL kid. You know that copy pasta from way back in the day? Shirtless dude with a receding hairline and double chins holding a pair of nunchucks. with Red Hot Chili Peppers in the background. And what looks like a curtain as a partition. You know he's living in his mom's house or something. She's like, get a job, Timothy. And he's like, I gotta finish this Facebook fight, Mom. She's like, fine, go ahead. At least if he goes to jail, I won't have to feed him anymore. I was gonna say feed and clothe him anymore, but obviously he doesn't wear clothes. It's like an animal running around the house.
By the way, just so you know, the thing in my hands, it ain't plastic, dog.
Oh, dog and homie? Wow, things are getting really serious. Things are starting to heat up.
Don't be stupid. Whatever problem you have, it ain't worth it. And you don't want to see me get real.
Whoa. I like how he talks so tough and then tries to de-escalate it right at the end. You know this guy ain't gonna be out here fighting anybody. Although, if you do see this guy on Facebook, you better steer clear, because he's dual-wielding chins and he's not afraid to use them. How you make a post with lighting this bad, showing off your chins, just shirtless, looking like a mess, the whole background and everything, just to show off your nunchucks? Oh yeah, this is a real tough guy we're looking at. He could chop an onion without crying with his nunchucks. We gotta let this guy into the salty spittoon, right? What a pathetic excuse for, I guess we could call him a man. Not 100% comfortable with that statement. Let's be really honest with each other and say that the only thing that this guy has ever hurt is his own feelings. Maybe a piece of drywall if mommy really works him up a little bit, you know?
No, we can't have tendies. We had it for 4 nights this week. And he's like, God, I don't even know why I live here.
I don't know why you live here either. I told you to move out. Please. God, he's just a whole mess. Get off Facebook. Go do something productive with your life. For God's sake. Practicing with these nunchucks. The least you could do is concuss yourself so nobody has to look at you no more. Good God. All right. Back to the lab. We'll do the outro. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, friends. If you did, I hope that you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. I really do appreciate that so very much. Maybe share the video around if you would like. We got all kinds of plugs, playlists, podcasts, Teespring if you're trying to rock that merch, Spotify, iTunes, etc., down in the description. We live stream this whole thing over on Twitch. Come through and see me. We also got other social medias, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. You know how it do. We also got channel patrons and Patreon patrons. That makes sense, right? I'd like to thank them every episode, as I do Jerry much. So thank you to Sean Cantwell, Heaven Sent, Robert Thibodeau, Jackie McQuitty, Grimstripe, Train Boy, AJ Collins, Tiny Boy, Tooth Plushy, Valley, Corey Arts, Kelly Clark, Bedazzled Misery, Liquor Lush Loser, Florantic Flavor, Dungeon Bat, Billy D, Robert Waits, Terry Sepulveda, Brandon Ashcraft, John Endorse, Phantom Danica, Orgamy Steve, Skylar Murray, Emera, The Gypsy Barber, Fire Drake, Samantha, Death Flagship, Bearded Snake, Buy 2, Get 1 hand. Heading over to Patreon, I would also like to thank Miss Black, Dark Luscious, Harley Hogan, Robert Waits, Camille Sarah, Chase for Blue Kraken, Roxanne Wolf, Sip Jerry, Conrad Ingy, Captain Clown Jerry, Aaron Jerry, Deku, Esteban, Orgamy Steve, Santa Jerry, Silent Revolver, PCB, Fluxer, the Jerry of Industry, the original Jerry, Ravencraft, Pig Jerry, Destiny Piper, Jerry Kitsune, Salty Wizard, a very tired Jerry, yeah, I feel that, a Justy Jargonian Jerry, and Frankenberry, ain't that a hiding bitch though, Assassin Punk Jerry, Aurora Wildheart, Baby Jerry, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, Benji and the Jets, Billy D, Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Bronze Kraken, Catholic Jerry, Commander J Tank, Dr. Lux, Aaron Era, East Sparks, Frozen Over Studio, Fire Drake, Get 2 at the Doodles, Commission Open No, Hadrian BR, Inquisitor Jerry, Irish Pirate, Iron Olive, Irradiated Jam, JM Coon, Jerry Smith, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry the Outlaw Mother Trucker, Jerry Maya was a bullfrog, John Hero, John Cahill, Crowley, Kelly Kraken, Lady in Awakening, Glitch in the McGurk, Miss Monday, Lord Jerry-O, Leader of the Thunder Jerrys, Luke X was a race car driver, he was a good friend of mine, never did win that checkered flag, but I heard him drink his wine. I don't know how the rhythm goes, it's fine, like and subscribe. Well, Lady Nick, Smeldar the Destroyer, Mental Factor, Needless King 89, Paragon Soul, Phantom of the Pines, Jerkins, Jerry Beth, Queens, Quaaludes, and Quagmires, Rose, Jerry Miller, Sarita the Lolita, Sassy Octopus, Scarlet Kevin, Sergeant Gate Cop, Bringer of the Law, Silo Imp, Steampunk Alley, Stephanie Goodness, Synaptic Boomstick, Grill, Tomato, Tapioca Balloon, the Gypsy Barber, the Italian Greyhound Dino, the Little Sue, Roger Fusky, try to find another model to get back in the real world. You probably don't want to blow into that balloon now. This is a sticky balloon. Vanguard Angel, VC3, Viking Jerry, Void the Comet Destroyer, Wiki Tech, Zephyr the Gargoyle, or Clay, Commodore Mooney, Kira, not another Jerry, but he is though, Cage Alex 9, Redwing, Bad Penny Lane, Naga Viper, Saint Blessing, Third Step, Venom Jerry, Wasabi Jerry, Jace Christensen, One Leg Jerry has returned from battle. Oh, salute to you, a normal Jerry. I got more snacks. We got popcorn, savory, and chocolate pretzels, chips, no Doritos, and soda, no Mountain Dew. Any takers? I need my Doritos, son. Admiral T-Tech, Amber Alder, another stupid hipster, Atomic Jerryzilla, Breaker of the Tom Army, Bartender Keelia, Big Dad Wolf, Broken Spine Horseradish, Cake Jerry, the original, different Jerry, California Jerry, Go Shepherd 7, Lot Chicana Panda, Corey Does Art, sometimes, Cowabunga Cody, Cryptides, the Fog Jerry, Dr. Tuna, Dilf Jerry, Dopamine Day Jerry is, Dwarfy Dude, Dwarven Ramsey, half the calories, all the hate. Is that a throwback to the stories about Kevin with Supermarket? That's beautiful. Ghost of Alpha, Greymon365, he cannot. Hydra Jerry Solon, Janitor Jerry's roaming the streets of Finland, hunting down the Rudo headband. Jasmine, Jeffrey, Geralt of Rivia, Jerry and Tom versus Happy New Year's, Weird the Apocalypse, Jerry, vote 2 S's and an E. Jerry Springer, the results are in. You are not the neckbeard. Jerry the Sussy Baka, Jerry's mom has got it going on. Jerry Older Rivera, Jerry Rocksters, Jerry Roleplaying Game, Keaton Tails, Kid Marvelous, Kitchikin, Lucia Lovecraft, Machia CD. Maybe next time, Milk Fed Gift, Miss Duchess, Mr. Gas Mask, Not Invisible Angel, Raptor Art, Sylvan Dark, Skymar, Ravenswood, Smeg my mail, grind set, Jerry, getting that cheese. God. Thanks, I hate it. Snob Jerry. That's Snary if you didn't know. Spoonie the Rogue, Spoop is Gary, Jerry Ton, Techno Dubs, the original Jerry. They call me Jerry Two Knives. Jerry Pie. I don't get it. I'm sorry. To Infinite Jerry and beyond. Unkale. Throws 2 liter Mountain Dew. Grow my neckbeard, grow. It's Jerry time. Holds ReddX Morpher. Hygiene. It's Jerry time. Holds ReddX Morpher. Humility. And thank you to my $1 patrons as well. Bless up all the Jerrys and not Jerrys alike. I appreciate you. I respect you. Especially if you're a whammon. God damn it. I really hope that you guys will sign up if you can. You know, help to support monetarily. If you can't afford to do it, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I just appreciate you coming on through, hanging out with me, and I hope that you'll come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like, I don't know, watching some more ReddX videos. You could if you want. That'd be neat. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one. And until then, friends, bye-bye.